Hello students. So students, in the previous class in this chapter, that is motion, we were talking about the equation of motion. So you see student, there are three equations of motion. That is v is equals to u plus at, s is equals to ut plus half at square. These are the two equations of motion that we had discussed. Okay, first equation was v is equals to u plus at. This is finding of the velocity with the help of the acceleration and time. Okay, if a body is moving with a uniform acceleration with respect to time, how to find the velocity of that object? Here, with this formula, we are able to find it. The second was to find the distance of an object moving in a certain interval of a time. Ut plus half at square. So v is equals to u plus at, s is equals to ut plus half at square. So this is what? This is the first equation of motion. And this is the second equation of motion. First equation of motion and second equation of motion. That is the equation of motion. Now we will move and understand the third equation of motion. Okay. Third equation of motion, students. Let me tell you what is the third equation of motion. That is v is equals to p square is equals to u square plus 2as. Okay, this is what? This is the third equation of motion. Now let us start with this, that it gives the velocity acquired by your body which is traveling with a certain distance s. Okay, so we can write it. It gives, this equation gives the velocity of the body, because we are finding what? The velocity of the body traveling with the distance s, which is traveling with a distance s. Okay, so it is traveling with a distance s, and we are going to find the velocity with the help of third equation of motion. So how we can derive this equation of motion, students? So you see, with the help of the two equation of motion, so we can write it, that is the third equation of motion is derived with the help of first and second equation of motion. Of first and second equation of motion. Okay, so it is derived with the help of the first and second equation of motion. Let us try to see that how it came, students. So from that of the second equation of motion, what is the second equation of motion, student? That is s is equals to ut plus half at square. So we can write it that from second equation of motion, we have s is equals to ut plus half at square. Okay, from that of the second equation of motion. Now we will take it as the first equation. Now see, from first equation of motion we have V is equals to U plus AT. Right? Now, by this, with the help of the, by this expression student, we are able to find the value for T also. How? You see, we can also write it like V minus U is equals to AT. This U will go to this side and ultimately it will plus U will become minus U. So here we can say that V minus U is equals to AT. Or we can also write it that this A, when it came to this side, it will ultimately came to the denominator side. So we will write it V minus U upon A is equals to T. Okay? Or T is equals to V minus U upon A. We will take this equation as a third equation. Okay, now you see we get the value of the T here. Now putting the value of the D that we get in the equation third in that of equation first. Let us see what will happen. So, I am rubbing this one, students. I hope all of you have written it. Okay, now see, we can write it putting the value of T in equation third in equation first, we get, what we will get, students? We will get the value here, that is S is there, is equals to UT. Okay, so U is there, value of the T was what? I am writing the T value for a minute here itself. Okay, so the value of the T is equals to V minus U upon A. Okay, so here we will write it V minus U upon A. Okay, UT plus half A. Half A is there, after the T squared is there. So we will write here V minus U upon T whole square. Okay. Now what we have done here, we remove the value of the T, students. Only then, because in the third equation of motion you see that there is no need of a time, and from the first and second equation in both of the cases T is there, time is there. So we will use the value of a T from one of them in the other, and ultimately we will get the value of the third equation. So here we are eliminating, we are deleting the value of a D, value of a T, time, by rearranging the first equation and putting that value in the second equation of motion. Okay, so you see S is equals to U, V minus U upon A plus half A V minus U upon T. Now what we will do, we will open that. Okay, so here it will be now see here, students, what we will get. Now this S, so you write here S is equals to U. First of all it will multiply with the V. Okay, so it will be UV minus is there, then U will going to multiply with the U again, and U into U, it will be U square upon A is there. So it will be what? It will be like U minus 1. That is why simply U is there. So 1 into A, it will be A here. Okay, you can understand like that. Otherwise you are knowing that you will going to multiply with the v and u again. Now, this is plus. Plus is there? So there is no need of putting the bracket because already plus is there. A sign is there. So uv minus u square upon a plus half. Now a into v, so we will write here av square. Because it will be what? It will be v square minus u square upon t square. Right? So before that, let me open this one. So it will be like student. Now, you see, it will be a here. I'm so sorry for that. It will be a here. Okay. Now this is the whole value. Now you see what happened here. This is what? This is square. We can also write this equation as a v minus u square upon a square. I don't think that there will be issue. I can solve it again here. Now you see, if it is v minus u upon a the whole square. Okay. In a bracket I am solving it so that you can understand. So when you will open it, you can also write it. You can also rearrange it like that is v minus u upon the whole square upon a whole square. You can also write it like that. Okay. Now, the same thing I have done it here. Now putting the value in a bracket, students, you can write it like v minus u whole square will be equals to what? V square minus v square plus u square minus 2v u. Okay, minus 2v u. Okay, so this v minus u square will be like the a minus b square. A square plus b square minus 2ab. So we can write it like this also, v square plus u square minus 2v minus 2uv. So we can write it now. S is equals to uv minus u square upon a plus half a upon, this is a square only, so it will be a square. Now this v minus u square, it can be written as a v square plus u square minus 2vu or minus 2uv, whatever. Okay, so it will be v square plus u square minus 2uv. Okay, so we can write it like this. Now, next step can be, I hope you have understood that how I am doing that. First of all, I did the first and the second equation, and in that first equation we will rearrange so that we get the value of the t, and the value of the t is v minus u upon a. Now v minus u upon a will be put in the value of the t in the second equation of motion, and ultimately we will get this whole value. Now I am opening the bracket and then solving it. Okay, so it was here v minus u the whole square, so you can also write it v minus u whole square upon a square. Okay, now a square will be remains the same, but v minus u whole square, it can be written as a minus b ka whole square, and that will be equals to a square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay, so same thing here. So s will be equals to uv minus u square upon a plus, it will be v square plus u square minus 2uv upon a upon 2a square. Okay, 2 into a square, it will be 2a square. Now see, now this A and this A, one of the A will cancel each other. So it will be 2A square. So it will be 2A only. Okay. How this 2A square came, students? It will be what? 2A into A. That is why it is written as a 2A square. So if one of the A will cancel each other, so it will be 2A only. So we can write it now. That is S is equals to UV minus U square upon A plus V square plus U square minus 2UV upon 2A. Okay. Now we get the equation here, that is UV minus U square upon A plus V square plus U square minus 2UV upon 2A. Right? Now simply take the LCM of both of the unit, students. So what you will get, S is equals to, when you take the LCM of this, it will be 2A. Now this 2A will multiply with that of the A, and the 2 will be multiplied with all of them. So here 2UV minus 2U square. You can see here, students, 2, if you will take the LCM of this 2A and solve it, it will be 8. It will be 2 will going to multiply with both of them. Okay. So 2UV, if you multiply 2 with UV, it will be 2UV minus 2U square plus. It is 2A only, so there will be no change in this segment. So it will be V square plus U square minus 2U. Right? Now see here what happened. 2UV plus 2UV, because there is no minus it is written, so it is plus 2UV, and this minus 2UV, it will cancel each other. Okay, so it will become 0. Now this V square plus U square minus 2U square. So minus 2U square and U square, it will be like U square minus 2U square, or we can, yes. Okay, so it can be written as a minus U square. Okay, minus U square. Okay, so we can write it as a V square. So this will cancel each other, and ultimately here 1 minus U square will remain present. So V square minus U square upon 2A. I hope you all have understood about this. Okay, here because the sign of a minus is on the 2U, which is the bigger unit than that of the U, that is why we have taken the negative sign here. Okay, so minus sign, it is because of the 2U. Okay, so minus 2U square plus U square. So then it will be V square minus U square upon 2A. Now when this 2A will go to this side, it will become 2AS is equals to V square minus U square, or now we will rearrange them. Now this U, when it goes to the 2AS side, it will become V square is equals to U square plus 2AS. Okay. Now this is what? This is the third equation of motion. So how did we come to the third equation of motion, student? With the help of the first equation of motion and that of the second equation of motion. Okay, so first equation of motion, second equation of motion, we will put the value of a t from the first to the second, and then try to solve it. When you solve it, you will get the answer. Okay. Now, we have understood all the three equations of motion. It is very important, student, to do all the equation of derivation of the first, second and the third. It can be asked in the exam. So, these three derivations are very important in this chapter. Okay, in the chapter of motion. So, we can write it, equation of motion. The first equation, first of motion is equals to v is equals to u plus at. Second equation is equals to s is equals to ut plus half at square, and third one is equals to v square is equals to u square plus 2as. Okay, v is equals to u plus at, s is equals to ut plus half at square, v square is equals to u square plus 2as. Okay, so these are the three equations of motion, and we have understood that how we can derive all the three equations of motion. It is a very important derivation to understand. Okay, now you see students, the questions are asked related to these equations of motion. Okay, so the conditions have been given, and in which the value, one of the value we have to find. Now we have to understand the question first, then the second thing what we are going to find, then the third thing that what are the things which is given in the question, and on that basis, on that evaluation, you are able to pick up, or you can say we are able to take any of the three equations of motion to solve the respective question. Okay, so first of all try to understand the question, and then on that basis you will select that which equation will be applied in that particular question. Okay, now before we go and understand the numericals related to the first, second and third equation of motion, let us try to see some of the conditions. What are the conditions, students? So if a body was at rest and starts moving, then the initial velocity of the body, that is u, will be equals to 0. Okay, so we can write it. If a body starts from rest, if the body starts from rest, then the initial velocity will be, okay, if a body starts from rest, then u, that is initial velocity, will be equals to 0. Second one, if a body stops, then, okay, so if a body stops or comes to rest, its final velocity v will be equals to 0. Okay. Third one, this is the second one, this is the third one. If a body is moving with uniform velocity, then if a body is moving with the uniform velocity, then acceleration will be equals to 0. So before doing the numericals, you should keep all these things in mind, that if a body starts from a rest, students, if a body starts from a rest, then u will be 0. If a body stops or comes to rest, its final velocity, that is v, will be 0, and if it is moving with the uniform velocity, a will be 0. Uniform velocity a will be 0. Why is it so? Because if it is moving in a uniform velocity, so there will be no change in the velocity, and if there will be no change in the velocity, ultimately the acceleration will be equals to 0. Okay. So let us do one of the question related to that, and then we will be able to understand that where we have to use the different equation of motion. So let us write the first equation, and that is a scooter is there. A scooter acquires a velocity of 36 km per hour. 36 km per hour. 36 km per hour in 10 seconds. In 10 seconds, just after the start. Calculate acceleration of the scooter. So this is the question which is given here, students. Now, first of all, what we have to do, we have to understand that it acquired a velocity of a 36 km per hour in 10 seconds, and when just after the start, and we have to find the acceleration. So the thing which we have to find is the acceleration. So acceleration we are not knowing. Now see, what are the things which is given here, and that is time, that is 10 seconds. Then initial velocity is given, yes, because here it is written just after the start. So it was at the rest position. The question is explaining that before that the scooter was at rest position. So u will be 0 and v will be 36 km per hour. So we will convert 36 km per hour into meter per second, and you are knowing how to do that. Kilometer will be equals to 1 kilometer is equals to how much meter? How many meter? That is 1000. So 1000 upon r. R is there, so we have to convert into second. So 60 into 60. Okay. Ultimately, what you will get? 0. So you will get V will be equals to 10 meter per second. Okay, so the value of the V will comes into 10 meter per second. Now putting the value here, that is V is equals to 10 meter per second. Now all the things are given here, student. T is given, U is given, V is given. Which equation you are going to use? That is first equation of motion. V is equals to U plus 80. Okay. Now value of the V is given here, that is 10 meter per second is equals to initial velocity is 0. Why initial velocity is 0? Because that time the scooter starts, after just time it starts. So it was already mentioned that before that it was at a rest, and then when it starts moving, at that time it acquired a velocity that is 10 meter per second. Okay, so final velocity is 10 meter per second, initial velocity is 0 plus acceleration that we have to find, and time is given, that is 10 seconds. Since the time is given in 10 seconds, so we have to convert the velocity into second, meter per second. Okay, now simply you can find the value now. So it will be 10 is equals to 0 plus 8 into 10, that is equals to 10a, or you can also write it like a is equals to 1 meter per second square. Okay, how does it came? 10 divided by 10, that will be equals to a is equals to 10 upon 10. So it will be 1 meter per second square. Okay, how the meter per second square came, student? Here it is 10 meter per second and here it is second. Okay, so 10 seconds upon this, so it will be meter per second square. So by this, students, we have seen, we understood the question first, that what is given there, and then we have understood that what is the question is asking for, and then what is it given in the question, and ultimately with the help of all these things we are able that which equation we are going to use, and using that equation we are able to find the value. Okay.